I want to use this opportunity to welcome you all to P1 and also welcome you to the program we have called PWAN Business Opportunity Expo. Well, in our usual ways, we are going to be spending a little time with you today, and what we are going to be doing together is to have a brief conversation and also to introduce this very brand to you and the opportunities in it. One thing I can assure you of is that by the end of today's session, you will either choose to be part of this family or choose not to be. But definitely, you will want to become one of us. So once again, welcome to P1 Business Opportunity Expo, and my name is Taiwo Habib Hadewale. So P1 is actually acronym for Property World African Network. Property World African Network. And this is one company that is set on the foundation of helping bring people's dream of becoming homeowners to reality. And that's absolutely what we're going to be showing you today and every other days that you are going to be spending with us. So, in 2012, we started this company called P1. And as at that time, the founders of this organization had the mindset to empower people because they were coming from somewhere, which I'm going to let you know in a short while. Then you will get to realize that there is a whole lot of anointing in P1. There is a whole lot of grace here, and if you're smart enough, you're going to tap into it. But what we have been doing since the inception of this company until this moment is to empower people. We want to raise financial heroes. We are looking at raising people who can stand and say that I am where I am today because I am courageous enough to embrace the opportunity that came my way as at the time I have my direct encounter with the P1 brand. So our vision is to make home ownership dream become reality, while our mission is to locate where affordable lands are in fast developing location, and we are sure going to bring it to your notice. Not only that, we will show you how you can raise money to buy land and also build your own home. Well, if you wouldn't mind to do me the honor, can we all say arise together?
All right.
I'm sure we can do better.
All right.
All right. So arise is the core value of P1, and here in arise we have accountability. We have responsibility because we are responsible. Integrity is actually key to us in P1. We will always be at your service, and more importantly, excellence is one big watchword for us in P1. Well, like I said, the founders of this organization started when things were a little bit rough for them. What I'm trying to make you understand today is that the people who started this company, I always love to refer to them as a true definition of an entrepreneur. These are people who started a company out of nothing. Normally, when people find themselves in situation they were back then, and you happen to see a little money, the first thing that will come to your mind is, I need to survive. I need to clothe myself with this little money. I need to make sure there is food to eat. I need to make sure I have a space that I am living on. But look at this couple today. Just barely 9 years ago, they came in contact with an opportunity, and they have been able to transform that opportunity to a multi-billion naira company. Not only that, globally, from this same brand we are talking about, more than 40,000 people are benefiting from it today. Now let me tell you, Dr. Austin Ozioma Homere and his wife, Dr. Mrs. Jane Obioma Homere, started the P1 brand as at a time when they were practically homeless. Maybe you don't understand. They started this company as at a time when they don't even have a house, like a room to call guests. They were escorting from, people's houses, from houses to houses. But look at it today. They have been able to empower so very many people. So much that people have been able to raise money to build their own homes. And I always want to tell you, like I always do, you need to have one thing at the back of your mind. You need to have the mindset of giving. You need to know that in this very business I want to go into, no matter how much money I'm going to be making from this business, I am sure going to be setting certain, part of it out just to, give out to charity. And also, I'm not going to shut my mouth. I'm going to talk to almost everyone I have around me so as for them to get empowered. It's not until when you have a friend who is unemployed and you say, okay, because I'm making little money, let me just be giving you the little money I have. No. You can as well introduce that friend to this same business, because this is one business that will give you the leverage to run at your own very pace, to give you the opportunity to refer to yourself as your own very boss. Because whatever amount of money you're going to be making off this very business will be as a result of the effort you've invested into it. All right, like I said, we started in 2012 and we have been able to grow our brand from just P1 Homes to becoming P1 Group today. Because between 2016 through 2019, we were able to come up with several affiliates under the P1 brand. We started with one, but today, 2020, as I am speaking to you, we have nothing less than 16 affiliates under the P1 brand. And by the end of this month, another affiliate will join, and that will make it 17. That will make it 17 different affiliates. And another thing we are known for is that we are spreading our reach. I want to believe that before the end of 2021, we must have been able to establish our presence in the 36 states of this federation. And that will make it much more easier for us to step out of Nigeria and get to some other countries. And good thing, the people who are sitting at the highest hem of affairs of each of these affiliates are not people who had to go through the four walls of a classroom to get there. They are people who somebody had referred to come do this business. They are people who attended sessions like this. They are people like you who came in here, listened to what we have to say to them, but their effort had actually helped them grow from the point when they walked in to where they are today. They are now managing directors and executive directors. These are the 16 affiliates we have under the P1 brand. We have P1 Homes, we have P1 Plus, we have P1 Hedge, we have P1 Premium, we have P1 Heritage, P1 Heaven, we have P1 Prime, we have P1 Legend, we have P1 Stars, we have P1 Lekki, we have P1 Royale, we have P1 Pro, we have P1 Max, we have P1 Advantage, we have P1 Bazaar, and also we have P1 Legacy. And I said by the end of this month, P1 Signature is sure going to be joining the number. So it's going to move from 16 to 17. All right, without wasting time, let's look at some of the things we have been able to do as a brand. But more importantly, you need to know that this same brand you want to represent now will give you two awesome opportunities. The very first, it will give you that sense of an entrepreneur, because you will be a CEO, you will be a business owner. You can go anywhere and tell people that I am a proud P1 business owner. Meaning, there is a sense of ownership in the business you do, and that's exactly what we're trying to bring in to you. And another thing is that the company you represent is not just an ordinary company. Why? Because it is the very first real estate network marketing company in the world. I repeat, it is the very first real estate. Sir, can you please sit down? You're distracted. It is the very first real estate network marketing company in the world. Meaning, this brand PWAN happened to be the very first company to bring network marketing into real estate. And I'm always glad to say that this singular act has changed, the entire narrative in the real estate industry. 10 years ago, an average person cannot just stand to say, okay, I am a realtor. In fact, that name, that title, realtor, wasn't popular at that time. That's if you're going to agree with me. If you're not working with companies like Jide Taiwo and the rest of them. And then we had this mentality of real estate people are rich people. And if you don't have certain amount of money, you can't do real estate. But look at it today. Almost every neighborhood you get to, the highest number of people in that neighborhood will be people who refer to themselves as realtors. Am I correct? Yeah. So much that today people are doing it as a part-time job. This happened only because network marketing got introduced into real estate. And practically all the real estate companies you have around today are functioning because they have, having an input of network marketing into their business structure. So invariably, PWAN has become a pace setter in the real estate industry because we have been able to bring into it, network marketing. Everybody is actually adopting that system today because we sell properties using the multi-level marketing system. All right. Aside the fact that you are going to be making money in form of commissions through this company, we are sure going to be, appreciating your effort. Your effort is to you, but we need to encourage you. And that's why we are going to be topping it up with a whole lot of incentives. We refer to the people working in PWAN as League of Happy People. And the things that will that will help you remain happy is what we are sure going to be given to you. If you're called today that, come because of your effort, we've seen your effort, we've seen what you've been doing, in the company. So we want to give you a car. What's going to be your reaction? Excited. And that's part of what you stand to get by being with PWAN. Now, without wasting time, let's look at the screen. I've just been able to put some pictures together. We have way more than this, but because of time, we are sure going to be showing you those who have been lucky enough to emerge as brand ambassadors for PWAN. And I am going to be starting from the year 2015, when the first ever brand ambassador for PWAN emerged. Her name is Mrs. Ojeremi Odusaya, and she was given a brand new 2015 model of Kia Picanto. In 2016, two awesome people emerged as brand ambassador. First is Mrs. Tosin Adewale, who, with her husband, right there in this very picture, are today managing director and executive director of one of PWAN's affiliates. Talking about PWAN Stars. Yes, and she was given a brand new 2016 model of Kia Rio. In that same year, Mr. Emmanuel Ogwefi, who is also today the managing director of PWAN Heritage, emerged as brand ambassador, and he was also given a brand new 2016 models of Kia Rio. 2017, 5 awesome people emerged as brand ambassadors. First, we have Madam Ibele Dorothy Grinagu, being crowned the star ambassador for 2017. Why? She happened to be the highest salesperson for that year, and that's the reason why she was being crowned Star Ambassador. And she was given a brand new 2017 model of Kia Rio. 4 other people emerged alongside Madam Abele for 2017. First amongst the 4, we have the current Executive Director of P1 Premium in the person of Mrs. Vera Obirabo. She was also given a 2017 model of Kia Rio. We have the MD of P1 Bazaar in the person of Mr. Anukanti, also getting the same brand and model of car. We have Chinedu Obuefule among those who emerged, and also we have the current Managing Director of P1 Hedge in the person of Mr. Iyola Oyeloye among those who emerged as ambassador for 2017. 2018, 2 people emerged as brand ambassador. Priska Atta and Funke Kende emerged as brand ambassador for 2018. But the good thing about these 2 people is that they happen to be the first set of ambassadors whose tenure was spanned through, for 2 years. Meaning they were, holding on to that crown from 2018 through to 2019. And each of those ladies were given brand new 2017 models of Hyundai Elantra. This is Priska Atta, while this is from JK. We are already in 2020 and we have someone, sitting on that chair. And it is no other person than Mrs. Antonia Chinelo, who happened to be the current Star Ambassador for P1. And she was given a brand new 2020 model of Hyundai Elantra. I'm sure we can see. Oh, sorry, I said Hyundai Elantra, right? No, it's not Elantra. It's Creta, Hyundai Creta, 2020 model of Hyundai Creta. That's what she got, for emerging as brand ambassador for P1 2020. Aside the fact that we have been giving cars out to people, we give out several household items and also take you on an all-expense-paid trip, to very many countries. Among the countries we've visited, we've been to countries like Ghana, we've been to South Africa, we've been to Mauritius, we've been to Dubai, we've been to London, we've been to Greece, we've been to Rome in Italy, and also we've been to the United States of America. But then I'm not going to be telling you by words of mouth. I'm sure I'm going to be showing you pictures from some of the trips we have been able to sponsor some of our partners on. Now, this first image we have here was in 2013, and I'm sure you can see all the people that were lucky enough to be on that trip to South Africa called CP1. This was shot in 2017 in Dubai, and I'm sure you can see all the people who qualified for that trip. And also in 2019 we were able to go to Dubai, and you can see how happy all of them appear to be in that picture. This was also the Dubai trip for 2019 at the Desert Safari in Dubai, and I'm sure you can see some known faces in there. Those are some of the very little things you happen to get by being with P1. And also this was shot same year on the same trip. And also I said we've been to London, and this was shot in London, and you can see how beautiful all the ladies who qualified for it happen to be looking in it. And also in 2018 we have been to the United States of America, and all things being equal, once things return back to normal, I'm sure we will resume back to traveling and getting to all of these locations. Don't forget, I said we've been to Ghana, and on this very trip over 150 people qualified for it, and we were able to take them from Lagos to Accra in Ghana for 3 days. Feeding, accommodation, flight ticket, and every other expenses were covered by people. And trust me, there's going to be much more of this happening again. And aside all these incentives, we also share our profit with you. You must have earned your commissions in full, but we are going to be taking certain percentage of our own revenue to share with some of our partners, or some of our PBOs rather, who over the year exhibited a very high level of leadership. And it's going to be a combination of your sales effort and that of the people you have recruited under you to determine how much you're sure going to be earning. And I'm sure you can see how much people, are earning, or, through this very means. You can see all of that, and you can see how happy, they appear in it. All right, we have moved from referring to people as IBDE, that is Independent Business Development Executives, to becoming consultants and partners, but for some certain reasons, there is a name change. And I'm sure going to explain the reason why we had stopped referring to people as consultants and partners here in P1. You see, over the years, we know that a whole lot of people have joined the P1 business and they are closing deals, they were making money. But the vision of P1 is to make home ownership dream become reality for all. What that means is that we should be able to work with people to the level whereby they are sure going to become home owners. If you are making money through this venture, you should be thinking of how to have a home of your own, not a rented apartment now. But very many people will make the money, buy cars, travel, do all sorts. But it is not actually what we desire to see. And that's why we have started a new program in P1, which will see us work with people, reorientate the people who are already with us, put a very easy plan in place that will help people achieve their home ownership desire in 5 years or less. And it's sure going to work like magic, because it's going to take a whole lot of burden off you. And somehow it's practically something that is not, within reach of an average person. Because the government is not even thinking in the direction of giving that to you. Like the English people will say, your destiny should be in your hands now. How you want to live it is all up to you. How you want it to turn out is all up to you. And that's practically what we are trying to do with our people now. And today, we have stopped referring to people as consultants and partners. Rather, everyone in P1 today is being referred to as a P1 business owner. So wherever you go to, I'll need you to refer to yourself as a PBO, which means P1 business owner. You have a stake in the P1 brand. That's why you are not even waiting to share profit. Whenever a client pays a certain amount of money, you get your own percentage of it immediately. Not from the profit, but from the actual money. You will soon understand what I am trying to say. So the PBO program is one program that will see you become a homeowner in 5 years or less. And this will also see you get maybe from a land worth 1.5 million naira to a house worth 15 to 60 million naira, depending on what your capacity can carry. And another good thing about this program is that you stand the chance to choose any location of your choice where you want this house to be located. And also, you will be accumulating funds, both from your own contribution and also from the network marketing aspect of the business, which I'm sure we're going to be explaining, in a short while. And so, we as a PBO, like I said, that person is a member of the P1 group that starts his or her home ownership journey, by first subscribing to a house or a land. So here are some of the few benefits you stand to get by being a P1 business owner. Number one, you will be earning point values. By the way, point value is the current currency in P1. And 1 point value is equivalent to 12 naira. 1 point value is equivalent to 12 naira. And also, you stand the chance to accrue point value from your monthly deposit from the people you are recruiting. And it will so amaze you to know that the same amount of point value the people you have recruited will be getting will be the exact amount of point value that you will be getting. And it is not just from the people you have directly recruited alone. It will continue from the first generation, which happen to be the people you have directly recruited under you, and it will go on and on till the 8th generations, which will be the people, those you have recruited are recruiting, and it will go on and on and on and on like that. What each person is getting will be what you will also be getting. You will soon understand better. And we are sure going to be paying, your point value equivalent in cash to you on a weekly basis. But we won't be paying 100% of it to you. Rather, we're going to split it into two. 50% you can cash out. The remaining 50%, you will automatically have it in your home ownership account. And also, like I said, you can choose any location of your choice. Already, it's part of our plan, and we have, started work on it. We have gotten land, we've secured land for this purpose in very many states, and we want to do all round. But in a situation whereby you don't want to have your apartment in the estates where PWAN is proposing to you, you can as well reach out to us to tell us that, you know what, I don't want it within this estate. I want to have it in so location. But in that case, you will have to provide the land while we will come to erect the structure worth the total amount of money you have in your wallet with us. And also, you can subscribe, and for maybe your children, you can subscribe for your spouse, or maybe your siblings, or any other person you so much fall in love with. It's a win-win situation. As they are growing in the business, moving towards getting a house, you will also be moving a bit closer to getting yours. And not only that, you can decide to be paying monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. And I've told you that being a P1 business owner will give you the chance to win cars and also win all expensive trips. Now, I'll need you to pay absolute attention to this very part, because we are going to be showing you the 12 easy ways through which you can make money by being a P1 business owner. Can I proceed? All right, great. The very first way is the direct recruitment bonus. You earn direct recruitment bonus whenever you sign anyone up as a PBO under you. And you are sure going to be earning 7,200 as your direct recruitment bonus. And you can also earn indirect recruitment bonus, which will come in two different levels. The very first will be 5,760 naira. And the 5,760 naira will come whenever you recruit someone under you. If you had recruited someone under you and the person also recruits another person, you will be earning a first level indirect recruitment bonus of 5,760. And if that person also recruits another, you will be entitled to a second level indirect recruitment bonus, which will be the sum of 2,880 naira. And also you can earn direct sales commission. The direct sales commission will come when you happen to close any real estate deal. Maybe you sell plots of land. And for instance, if you happen to sell a plot worth 2 million naira, you already know that you're going to be earning 15% as a PBO. 15% of 2 million naira will give you 300,000 naira. Just imagine, how much more you stand to earn if your client decides to buy more than that figure. And also you can be earning indirect sales commission. The indirect sales commission will come when the people you have recruited directly under you had closed a deal. They will earn their own direct commission in full, while you will be entitled to indirect commission. And the indirect commission will not come in just one level. It will come in 3 different levels. The very first will be 5%, which will be from the people you directly recruit. And if those people also recruit another set of people and they close deals, you will be entitled to second level indirect sales commission of 3%. And also if the movement continues like that, you will be entitled to 2%. And also you stand a chance to earn center recruitment bonus. A center recruitment bonus is not for everybody. It is for people who have attained the level of team manager. That's the criteria. If you have attained the team level, the team manager level, don't mind. I have too many things in this head now. If you had attained the team manager level, you can apply for center. If you apply to own center, it means that you have up to 30 people and you have a space that can accommodate up to 30 people. Whichever person that is coming into that learning center to learn about the business, whenever you are recruiting them up to 30 PBOs, you will be earning the sum of 64,000 naira on every 30 PBOs that sign up. For every 30 PBOs that sign up through your center, you are going to be earning a center recruitment bonus. Do you understand now? Irrespective of under whom they are signed up, provided they use your center registration code to sign up.
So what you're saying in essence is, take for instance, I already have a space where I can do my personal online marketing. Am I not guaranteed to do that? Do I need an approval to do that?
Well, definitely you need an approval to do it. Like I said, there is a criteria. You must have attained the team manager level, which I'm going to explain to you how to become a team manager. I hope you understand now. Great. So, and also you stand a chance to earn center sales bonus. The center sales bonus will be from the effort of everyone who had signed up using your center registration code. Once again, it is irrespective of under whom they are signed up. Provided they sign up through your center, you will be entitled to 1% of the total sales effort. Meaning, whatever thing each person that signed up through that center has done in form of sales, it will be summed up and 1% of it will be paid to you as a center owner. And also, you stand a chance to earn annual performance bonus and also monthly PBO performance bonus, and you stand a chance to earn several point value bonuses, which I'm sure I'm going to be explaining now. All right, don't forget, we operate using the 5x5 matrix, meaning every individual that will be coming in to form this movement will have the mindset of doing at least 5 persons under himself or herself. And each person will have to be doing 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 until we grow to where we want to get to. So what I've been able to say to you in essence in the form of the point value system is that every time you recruit a PBO under you, we are sure going to be giving you point value. And every time the PBO you signed up under you also recruit, you will still be earning point values up to 8th generation. And whenever they put certain amount of money into their home ownership account, they will be getting point value equivalent of the total amount of money they put into their home ownership account. And the good thing is, so far they are getting point value from it, you will also be getting the same amount of point value, because that is how the program is being structured. And also, it's important we run a quick illustration so as for you to have an idea of what to expect from this program. I'll need you to pay attention here. I said earlier that whenever you sign anyone up under you, you're sure going to be earning point values, right? And whenever you put money into your home ownership account, you're going to be earning point values. And whenever the people you had signed up under you also put anything in their home ownership account, you're still going to be earning point value. Great. Dated back to January 1st, 2020, the management of PWAN, released a policy that whenever you sign yourself up as a consultant back then, you will be earning 1 point value. If you decide to upgrade your membership to become a partner, you will be getting additional 24 point value. If you had 1 plus 24 together, how many point values will you be getting? 25 point values. I said, if you sign up as a consultant, you will be entitled to 1 PV. And if you decide to upgrade your membership to become a partner, you will be getting 24 PV. So if you had the 1 PV plus 24 PVs together, how many point values do you have altogether? 25 point value. Thank you very much. And if you decide to sign up directly as a partner, you will be getting your 25 point values. Do you understand now? Great. Now for this program, we have changed the names. We are no longer referring to people as consultants and partners anymore. Rather, everybody is now PBOs. So 1,650 Naira is the registration fee, but you will be expected to pay your annual admin fee of 36,000 Naira. If you sum these two together, it gives you 37,650. Meaning automatically you are getting 25 point values. Now, it is now all up to you to decide how much you want to start with. I mean, you want to start your home ownership journey with. But the minimum is 15,000 Naira. And I'm going to base per month. And I'm going to base my illustration on the minimum, which is 15,000 Naira. Do we understand? Yeah. All right, great. So before you start this program, you must have signed up.
No. That is the 15.
What's the 15? Come back. Just take that again. It's not clear.
Okay, I'll need you to pay attention so you understand. I said, if you sign up as a partner, you get 25 point values. And what makes you a partner is that you must have paid 1,650 Naira registration fee and also pay your 36,000 Naira annual admin fee. If you have these two together, it gives you 37,650 Naira. Do we understand?
Yes.
So you're getting an automatic 25 point values. Now, for the home ownership program, you will have to decide how much you want to start that journey with. Do you understand now? So the minimum for this program you can put into that account is 15,000 Naira. So the 37,650 is on the side, while the 15,000 Naira is on its own. The 37,650 is for registration. Do we understand now?
Yes.
The 15,000 Naira is your personal money. It's like you contributing money, paying for a particular item on installment. Do we understand now? So you can always have access to that money. You can be seeing how much you've been able to accumulate. But what I want to explain to us here now is how 15,000 Naira on a monthly basis for 5 years can transform into an apartment worth 15 million Naira. Do we understand now? How 15,000 Naira monthly for 5 years can transform into an apartment worth 15 million Naira. That's exactly what we want to show us. And I said to you that point value system is what we use, and we are sure going to be paying, the cash equivalent of your accrued point values to you on a weekly basis. 50% of it will come to you in form of cash, while the remaining 50% will go into your home ownership account. Now, 25 point value, we say we want to start with 15,000 Naira. If you are paid 15,000 Naira, you will be entitled to 10 point values. So if you had 10 point values plus your 25 point values, how many point values are you getting?
35 point value.
35 point values. Do you understand now? You don't understand.
You still understand
25 point values plus 10 point value from 15,000 Naira. I said if you pay 15,000 Naira, you'll be entitled to 10 point values. But from 37,650, you are entitled to 25 point values. If you add the two together, it will give you 35 point values. Now, that's the minimum entry point. Do you understand? So the minimum you stand to pay is 15,000 Naira plus your 37,650. So you're getting 35 point value at the point of entry. And I said 1 point value is equivalent to how much? 12 Naira. Great. So if you multiply 35 PVs times 12, how much will you get? 420 naira. Meaning if you're signing yourself up like now, you will be entitled to 420 naira. That might sound very meager. But if you take it a step further, we said you will be earning from the effort of every individual that will be joining this movement from the first level under you up to the 8th level. Now, 5 people is what you're expected to recruit. And if you are doing 5, and each of those 5 is getting 35 point values, and I said the same amount of point value they are getting will be what you will also be getting. So if we are giving 35 times 5 to you, then we'll multiply it by a point value. That's 12 naira, right? It gives you 2,100 at the first level. At the second level, the 5 will also have to do their own 5. You will be earning 10,500. At the third level, you will be expecting 52,500. Fourth level, 262,500. Fifth level, 1,312,500. Sixth level, 6,562,500. Seventh level, 32,812,500. While at the 8th level, you will be earning nothing less than 164 million naira. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Because it is every individual that will form this leg, each generation. Whatever amount of point value they are getting will be the exact amount of point values that you will also be getting at the top.
Excuse me, sir. Please, can we work how we got that?
It's well explained, so people can always run the calculation. It's 5 by 5. Your 5?
What I mean is,
I understand you very well. People can always go back to run the calculation. You are expecting to do 5. I'd mentioned it earlier that the matrix is 5 by 5. Every individual is expected to do 5. So if you sign up and you recruit your 5, those 5 will also be expected to do their own 5, right? You have done your 5, the 5 you've done is your first generation. Those 5 recruiting their own 5 will form your second generation. You get what I'm saying now? And we already say each person is getting 35 point values. If each person is getting 35 point values, so the numbers of people you have in each of these legs is what you're going to be multiplying by 12. Do you understand now? Do we understand? You don't understand?
sir, let me just explain it. I want to get out 5 by 35. How did it get to 2001? Because of the people who are coming for the first time.
They understand what I'm saying.
It's 5 times.
Sir, okay, no problem. I'll attend to that. Everybody already understands. There's no better way to explain it more than what we have done now. This is it. This is you. Alright? You just sign up as a PBU now. You are to recruit 5 people. Right? And each of those 5 will have to do there are 5.
That's bring 5 people.
Bring 5 people each.
Yeah, that's
You understand what I'm saying? So this is your 5 and this is your first generation. Right? That's why you're seeing times 5. So now this, if you do 5 times 5, it will give you how many?
175.
It can give you 175. 5
times
times 5
five.
is 25. So you already have 25 PBOs under you. Do you understand now? And we said, for this illustration, each person will be getting 35 PBs, right? And we say 1 point value is equivalent to how much? 9. So it is now 25 people times 35 PVs times 12 naira.
No.
I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain.
Yes.
So This is 25 PBOs. With each of them getting 35 PVs. If you multiply this by this, it will give you 175 PVs. Then you multiply it by 12 naira, it's not going to give you 2,100 naira.
Yes.
That's 2,000. No, it's going to give you 10,500. Sorry. Do we understand now? Do we understand?
You understand?
I just want to be sure.
That is the second generation.
That's the second generation.
Yes.
Yeah, not the first.
Yes.
Yeah. So for each level, you know that everything is times 5 because every individual on each level will have to do their own 5 each. All right. So aside all of this, provided you're getting to each level, how many levels do we say you stand to hand from? 8. So if you add yourself to it, it makes it 9 because you will also be earning from yourself. The moment you sign up as a PBO, you will earn. That's where you earn the 420 naira from. And you're sure going to be putting money in your home ownership account on a monthly basis. And any amount of money you put into that account, the point value equivalent of it will still be given to you.
You can, on your own personal,
Of course. Of course. 15,000 naira on a monthly basis. Or you can do more than. Depending on what your capacity can carry. You know, a whole lot of people will say, I don't want to wait for 5 years. 5 years is a long time for me. I want to achieve this in about 2 years or less. So it's not the same amount you'll be putting in that account. Or better still, you won't be recruiting the same way every other person will be recruiting because you want to accrue the required amount of point values that will give you that apartment worth 15 million naira. Now another thing I want us to understand is you stand the chance to earn way more than the figures you're seeing here. This is it. Every individual that formed this movement will be paying at least 15,000 naira into their own ownership account on a monthly basis. Am I correct?
Yes.
And I said, for every amount of money you put into that account, point value equivalent will be given to you, right?
Yes.
If that should be the case, 15,000 naira, how many point value do we say you will be getting from it?
10.5.
10 point values. If you're getting 10 point values from every 15,000 naira, it means that you're going to be having an additional 10 point values to all of this on a monthly basis. This is entry, 35 point values at the entry level. Don't forget, I said this is just an imaginary, calculation that everybody is coming in and getting 35 point value. But don't forget that as they are putting money in their own ownership account, any amount of money they are putting in there, they will be getting point value equivalent. And we say anything they are getting is what you will also be getting. So if they are getting additional 10 point values on a monthly basis from their monthly deposit, it means that you will still be getting extra 10 point values from each of them. You understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah.
So it means that you stand a chance to earn way more than what is here. Now, there is additional, 9-level growth pattern. Because if you do your first 5, it will take you away from where you are to another level. And there is something for you to benefit aside the point values that you are getting. Now, the entry level is the PBO level. It is the PBO level, which is the entry level. This is where you are signing yourself up to be a P1 business owner. And you are expected to do 5 PBOs under you to move away from being a PBO to becoming an assistant manager. And you can get to the 3rd level, which is the manager level, and the only thing that will take you to that manager level is that you must have been able to grow at least 5 assistant managers in your team, or better still, recruit directly under you 30 PBOs. Once you have either of these two, you will be elevated to become a manager. And you can move from here to the 4th level, which is the senior manager level. The only thing that can help you become a senior manager on this plan is for you to groom at least 5 managers within your circle. Once you are able to do this, you will be elevated to become a senior manager. Now you want to move from the 4th level to the 5th level, which is the Sapphire manager level. And as a Sapphire manager, what will take you to become a Sapphire manager is that you must have been able to groom 5 senior managers in your team, with each of them having nothing less than 20,000 point values in their various accounts. If you happen to have this, the number one thing you're going to be having from us would be 1.2 million naira in cash. Then we'll give you the options of an all expense paid trip for 2, or a marketing car worth 1.5 million naira, or a land worth 1.5 million naira. And you can move away from the 5th level to the 6th level, which is the Emerald Manager level. To get to the Emerald Manager level, you must have been able to groom up to 5 Sapphire managers within your team, with each of them having nothing less than 100,000 point values in their various accounts. And if you're able to do this, number one thing you will be getting will be 1.5 million naira in cash, 1.5 million naira worth of rent subsidy, and also you are going to be getting a car fund worth 6 million naira. You can as well move away from the 6th level to the 7th level, which is the Diamond Manager level. At the Diamond Manager level, before you can get here, you must have been able to groom up to 5 Emerald managers, with each of them having nothing less than 500,000 point values in their various accounts. If you happen to get here, the first thing you will be getting from us will be a house worth 30 million naira. The house will be well equipped, well furnished, with items worth 10 million naira. We'll give you an SUV worth 15 million. Then we'll give you an all expense paid trip for a family of 6, which means you, your spouse, and 4 children. Then we are going to be giving you 6 million naira travel allowance. Also, you can move away from the 7th level, which is the Diamond Manager level, to the 8th level, which is the Diamond Director level. The only thing that can take you to this level is you having at least 3 Diamond Managers within your team, irrespective of under whom they are directly recruited. The privileges you're going to be getting if you happen to be lucky enough to get to the Diamond Director level, well, I don't have it, but I can assure you that it's sure going to be negotiable. The management of P1 will call you to a round table, then we will negotiate this with you. And also you can get to the 9th level, which is the National Director level. The privileges will definitely be communicated to you by the manager. Now, I've explained this, but I'm sure going to be using this as a recap. I said there are several ways through which you can be part of this family. Number one is by paying the registration fee of 1,650 naira. If you pay 1,650, that automatically makes you an associate PBO. If you close deals as an associate PBO, you will only be entitled to 10%. And also, when the people you recruit under you happen to close deal, what you will be getting will just be 5%, and you can earn, beyond that. And you will be required to upgrade by paying the annual admin fee of 36,000 naira. And I said to you earlier, if you are an associate PBO, you can only be entitled to 1 point value. And if you happen to, pay the 36,000 naira annual admin fee, that will give you an automatic 24 PV. And if you add this together, it gives you 37,650. If you're paying 37,650, you will automatically be referred to as a gold PBO. Now, you are at liberty to choose either of the 3 categories that forms the home ownership, journey. Number 1 is the classic PBO. The classic PBO is that person who had, decided to start his or her home ownership journey with the sum of 15,000 naira. After paying, the annual admin fee and the registration fee. And you might as well, okay, let me take that again. If you're paying 37,650 plus your initial deposit of 15,000 naira. That makes you a classic PBO. And how many point values do we say you're going to be having altogether?
35.
All right, thank you very much. You'll be having 35 because from 15,000 naira, you will be entitled to 10 point values. And from your registration, you will be entitled to an automatic 25 point value. And you might then decide that you don't want to start as a classic, rather you want to start as an elite PBO. An elite PBO is that person who had decided to start his or her home ownership journey with the sum of 150,000 naira after paying the 37,650. From 150,000 naira that you've deposited into your home ownership account, you will be guaranteed 100 point values. From the registration, you'll be getting your 25 point value, and we are sure going to be giving you 1 bonus point. And you might as well say you want to start as a VIP PBO. A VIP PBO is that person who had decided to start his or home ownership journey with the sum of 1.5 million naira after paying the 37,650. If you're starting with 1.5 million naira, you will sure be getting an automatic 1,000 point value. You will be getting 25 point value from registration, and we are going to be giving you 10 bonus point, and also you will be getting 1 VIP point. Irrespective of any of this category that you're starting your home ownership journey on, it does not necessarily mean that you must be paying the same amount on a monthly basis. Meaning, if you're starting as a VIP, you don't have to be paying 1.5 billion naira on a monthly basis. And if you're starting as an elite, you don't have to be paying 150,000 naira on a monthly basis. You are at liberty to pay any amount of your choice, provided that figure is not lesser than 15,000 naira on a monthly basis. And here is the bank details, the account details rather, through which we receive payment for PBOs. Nobody is going to take cash from you because we don't even encourage any form of cash transactions here. I will really advise you have this with you because you are sure going to be meeting with people, and your success in this very business rely in you recruiting people, talking to people about your newly found business, because it is when they join that the point value thing will count for you. It is when they join and they close deals that you will be entitled to indirect commissions, up to 3 different levels. And also, I will advise you visit www.p1group.com today. Fill the form. Just fill the form, then you can go back to making your payment, to become a PBO. It's really important because we are sure going to be migrating to a new platform where everybody will be moved on that platform. You will have a quick access to, your activities and also that of the people you have recruited under you. You will be able to monitor your commissions. You will be able to monitor your bonuses. If there is any set target, if you have, moved closer to achieving it, you will be able to see. And if you have gone past it, you will also be able to see it. So it's really important you visit www.p1group.com today to fill your registration form. It's really, really, really important. Well, that's what it is. And also, we have promos running now. First among the promo we have is a double referral bonus. Double referral bonus. If you sign any PBO up under you today, instead of you earning your direct recruitment bonus of 7,000 naira, we are sure going to be doubling it for you, meaning you'll be earning 14,400 naira. If you sign any classic PBO up under you today, instead of you earning 7,200, we will, double it for you. We won't pay you 7,200, rather we'll pay you 7,200 times 2. That's 14,400 naira. And also, if you happen to sign up an associate PBO under you, an associate PBO is that person who is signing up with the sum of 1,650 naira. If you're able to do 5 of them, and this 5 also do 5 to make it 30 in total, you're going to be earning 30 point value on all of them. That is 1 point value from each of them. And we are sure going to be paying you the sum of 6,000 naira. Alternatively, you can do the entire 30, hand the 30 point values, and also get the 6,000 naira bonus. Because before now, we don't pay any bonus on associate PBA. That is, we don't pay anything when people sign up, as an associate PBA with the sum of 1,650 naira. This is the plan, and I'm sure you can achieve this way faster than what we have projected. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for coming today. I know we have questions. We are sure going to be taking your questions now. My name remains Taiwo. Thank you very much.